Once upon a time, in a green meadow filled with daisies and dandelions, there lived a little lamb named Lulu. Lulu was small and fluffy, with wool as white as fresh snow. She had bright, curious eyes and tiny hooves that loved to hop and skip wherever she went. Lulu loved many things: chasing butterflies, listening to birds sing, and lying in the sun on warm afternoons. But there was one thing Lulu loved more than anything else in the whole wide world: her warm blanket. The blanket was not very big, and it was not very fancy. It was soft and patchy, stitched together with love by Farmer May one cool spring evening. The blanket smelled like hay and sunshine, and when Lulu wrapped herself inside it, she felt safe, calm, and cozy. Every night, as the sky turned pink and orange, Lulu carried her blanket to her favorite spot near the old oak tree. "Good night, stars," Lulu would whisper. "Good night, moon," and snuggled in her blanket, she would drift off to sleep. One evening, the wind began to blow. It wasn't a loud wind or a scary whine, just a sneaky, playful wind that liked to dance through the meadow. Lulu was hopping along, her blanket trailing behind her, when suddenly, whoosh! The wind lifted the blanket right out of Lulu's hooves. "Oh no!" Lulu cried. The blanket floated and flipped through the air like a cloud, sailing over the fence and toward the woods at the edge of the meadow. "Wait, come back," Lulu called, running as fast as her little legs could go. But the blanket was gone. Lulu stopped at the edge of the meadow, her chest puffing up and down. The woods looked dark and quiet. Tall trees swayed gently, and shadows stretched across the ground. Lulu felt a small shiver. "I've never gone into the woods alone," she whispered, but she thought of her blanket, warm, soft, and waiting somewhere. Taking a deep breath, Lulu stepped into the woods. The first creature she met was Oliver the owl, perched on a low branch. "Hello, Lulu," Oliver hooted kindly. "Why do you look so worried?" "I lost my warm blanket," Lulu said. "The wind took it." Oliver blinked his big round eyes. "I saw something soft float past earlier," he said. "Drifted toward the stream. Thank you," Lulu said, and off she went. Soon, Lulu reached the stream, where water sparkled like tiny stars. Sitting beside it was Penny the porcupine, humming softly. "Hello, Penny," Lulu said. "Have you seen my blanket?" Penny nodded. "I did," she said gently. "It got caught on a rock, but I helped push it free. It floated down toward the hill." Lulu smiled. "Thank you for helping it," she said. Her heart felt a little lighter as she continued on. As Lulu climbed the hill, the air grew cooler, the sky was turning dark blue, and the moon peeked out from behind the clouds. At the top of the hill sat Benny the bear, wrapped in leaves. "Good evening, Lulu," Benny rumbled. "Aren't you out late?" "I'm looking for my blanket," Lulu explained. "It keeps me warm at night." Benny nodded thoughtfully. "I understand," he said. "I saw a blanket caught on a bush near the meadow path. Thank you, Benny," Lulu said, her voice bright with hope. Lulu hurried back down the hill, her hooves pattering softly, and then, there it was, her warm blanket, gently resting on a bush, glowing softly in the moonlight. Lulu ran to it and wrapped it around herself. "Blanket," she sighed. "I missed you so much." She felt warm again, safe again, but something else felt different too. Lulu looked back at the woods and smiled. She had been brave. On her way home, Lulu noticed something unusual. Near the fence, she saw a tiny mouse, shivering and curled into a ball. "Are you cold?" Lulu asked softly. The mouse nodded. "I can't find my nest," he squeaked. Lulu thought for a moment. Then she gently wrapped one corner of her blanket around the mouse. "Here," she said, "you can share my warmth." The mouse's eyes sparkled. "Thank you," he said. Together, they waited until Farmer May came by and helped the mouse find his way home. That night, Lulu returned to her favorite spot near the oak tree. She wrapped herself in her blanket and looked up at the stars. She felt warm. She felt safe. And she felt proud. Because Lulu learned that even when something special is lost, courage and kindness can help us find our way. "Good night, blanket," Lulu whispered. "Good night, world." And with a happy sigh, Lulu the lamb drifted into a peaceful sleep.